I know I put in the tab that we were starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time and it's 8:20. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. So we are good now though. Let's flip the screen here. May need to get a new phone at some point because I shouldn't be having these kind of issues. So just give me 1 second. Let me just wipe the camera so you guys can really see what's going on here. And I'm just going to get my cutting board and then we will get started. So if you can't tell by the title of this live, we are making teriyaki shrimp stir fry for dinner. We are making 2 servings. One is for me to have now and the other one will be for lunch tomorrow. So as always, let me get on here and have my YouTube fam join me while I cook. So I'm just going to have these pans preheat while I get everything ready. I just need a cutting board and a knife. But I hope you guys all had a really great weekend. I know that I did. Did some adventures with a friend of mine. We went rail biking. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. I did not even know what that was until Saturday. So anyway, so here we go. So let me just go through, I guess, the ingredients that we have. Let me actually have you guys tilted this way. So we have some rice. This is leftover rice that will heat up. This is umami seasoning. We have some cornstarch here. We have some hot sauce as well. This is a teriyaki glaze. We have salt. We'll add in some salt, bell pepper. Well, you guys can't really see over there, but bell pepper. We got green onions, some shrimp. One thing you'll notice with me with cooking, I tend to use a lot of chicken and shrimp and fish because I'm limiting my red meat at the moment. And then we have broccoli. And yeah, this should be a really quick dinner. Welcome, Oskandirda. Welcome, Divine. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. Mr. Adam the Pro, welcome. Welcome. Let's make dinner together. So first thing we'll do is cut up this bell pepper into small pieces. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah, I think you guys should be able to see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make sure that the camera is clear for you guys. So I'll cut this down. Move this over here. Just cut this into small pieces. I feel like whenever I am really lazy and don't want to make anything intricate, I feel like either stir fry or pasta, some kind of like pasta dish are my go-tos for sure. Gets the job done and I'm not in the kitchen for hours on end. I didn't get a chance to meal prep over the weekend because, to be honest, I was busy. Busy living, doing activities, trying to enjoy whatever we have left of this summer. So, unfortunately, your girl did not do her usual Sunday reset where I try and meal prep at least like 3 or 4 meals to carry me through. I usually just meal prep lunch. I don't meal prep dinner just because like I have the time to cook dinner like I'm doing right now. But it's like lunch and even breakfast that I try to meal prep so that it's easier for me throughout the day, and then I cook my dinner fresh. All right, so we'll add our bell peppers to the bowl. I'm just gonna cut down the broccoli into smaller pieces. Let me lower the heat on these pans so they don't start spitting up oil all over the stove. So for those that are new, I figured I always do my intros. Those of you that have been on my lives, you guys probably know the intro by heart by now. But for those that don't, my name is Chiamaka. I have my YouTube channel here, Pockets of Protein. It's a cooking channel that specifically focuses on high protein meals. I show all different types of meals, to be honest, but the focus is on high protein, and that is because I don't show it on YouTube, but I am a fitness enthusiast. I love working out. I strength train 4 to 5 times a week, definitely on a fitness journey, and I've been on this fitness journey since, taking it seriously anyway, since 2022. But for me, I think the biggest thing that I feel like would make me unsuccessful is if I felt that I had to subscribe to a very bland diet. I feel like health and wellness, the imagery of health and wellness tends to show food that is very bland, in my opinion, and I like flavor, I like variety, I love seasonings, I love trying new things, and so I wanted to create a channel where I show foods that I actually eat, where I may substitute certain things, certain ingredients that make my dish more aligned with my fitness goals, but definitely not the foods or the recipes that I show are not so rigid that I'm like in food prison on the name of trying to be healthy. So that was why I started this YouTube channel. And you can see through my page, both YouTube shorts, long form I'm not doing too much of right now because of my schedule, but I post often on YouTube, YouTube shorts. And you can see it's definitely, there's a variety there. Some of the dishes are even indulgence dishes because I'm big on balance too. I mean, I want to live a healthy lifestyle, but I also need to live my life. So you'll see through my channel that it's definitely, there's variety there, but the focal point is protein. And that obviously allows me to fuel myself as somebody who is relatively active. So if that's something that you feel like resonates with you, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And I like to come on and do these lives just to help humanize my YouTube account, because I understand with cooking channels, you don't really get to know the person behind the camera or behind the stove. So, and on my YouTube shorts, I also try and show a little bit of my personality. I'm an easygoing person. I like to have a good time. So you can probably pick that up from even the lives that I'm pretty easygoing. So yeah, so for those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are not new, welcome back. Love to have you. And yeah, that's it. So now we're gonna season our shrimp here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil, just so that the seasoning can coat. And then we're gonna add the umami seasoning that I showed before. So for those of you maybe that are joining late, this is the umami seasoning. I'll just add that on top. We'll take some salt, add a little bit of salt. Okay. And then I'm just gonna get a glove because, I mean, I could probably use a spoon, but honestly, I prefer seasoning my stuff by hand, so. All right. Okay, and I'm just gonna break up the umami seasoning, make sure that it's coating the shrimp well. Okay. Okay, so well coated. That's done. And then the last thing that we'll dice up here is the green onions. So the green part I will use probably more of like a garnish on the dish when it's done. The white part I will add in the pot with the bell peppers and the broccoli. Okay. I'm gonna get a small bowl to put that in. All right, and let me see for the chats, just so you guys don't think I'm ignoring you. Let's see, are you a girl? Yes, I am a girl. If you go on my YouTube page, my picture is there. Shrimp, yes, this is going to be a shrimp dish. Name a car for an edit. I'm not sure what that means. Tesla, Cybertruck. I just double tapped the screen with, okay. Hey, since we're talking about protein. Okay. Just wanted to make sure in case anybody has any questions that it doesn't go unanswered. All right. And then we'll cut up the white parts. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna add it to this because it's going to cook with this and the bell peppers and broccoli. All right, so I'm gonna switch you guys over here. Okay, we got 2 pans going. So we will use the bigger pan for the vegetables since there's more of it. And as you can see, the pan is nice and hot. So I'm just gonna increase the heat just a little bit and add the bell peppers. Broccoli. Oop. Alrighty. I'll let that cook. And then I'm gonna take the shrimp. Move you guys over here. Oop. Okay, and then I'll add the shrimp in. Get a different spatula. And for my protein, I usually like to let it sit like this for a while to get as much of a, I guess, crisp as possible. So I'll let that sit there for a minute while I just stir the vegetables. But yeah, this is a very relatively straightforward recipe. You cook your veggies, cook your protein, add them together, add in teriyaki sauce, some cornstarch to thicken the sauce. And that's about it. And you just have it with some rice. So I'll make sure to include, like I do with every single live, I'll include the ingredient amounts in the comments. Um, Keep in mind it's 2 servings, but I will include all of that in the comments. Again, I'm not sure if people come back to lives, like actually reference lives to try and make a similar dish, but either way, in case there are people that do that, I'll make sure the information is there. All right, so let's, yeah, just let that sit for some time. Increase the temperature. Um, but yeah, so I think I asked in the last live, and I'm gonna ask in this live, what do you guys like to make? Because this upcoming weekend, I would like to make something new and try my hand at it. There's one recipe that somebody recommended. It's honey and bread or something like that. I took a screenshot of it, so I'll go back to that. But I always like to take recommendations from you guys in case there's things that you've made that was really nice, maybe something new that you tried and it came out nice. And if that's the case, let me know because I would love to. I'm in the mood to try making something new or try my hand at a new recipe. So let me know. All right. So let's. Yes, I don't know if you guys can tell. Well, anyway, I'll zoom in a second. And then lower the heat on the vegetables because I want to retain as much nutrients in the vegetables as possible. But with the shrimp, and this goes for any protein, you can see that it's like browning. So I like my protein to have that kind of, should I say char or crisp to it. So I just leave it, I try and leave it rested and then periodically flip it and just keep doing that until it's done. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll take the rice. Got rice here. I'm gonna heat this up in the microwave. Do like, I don't know, 2.5 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 2.5 minutes. Oh, I'm so hungry. I just came back from the gym not that long ago, so this is my meal. This is what I'm gonna have as, I guess, post-workout meal. I'm very hungry. So the sooner this can cook, the sooner I can eat. Yes, as you can see, guys, it's browning. I'm trying to ensure both sides get some love. You don't have to do this. This is just, I feel like I prefer my protein to have like that brown charred taste, but like if you just continue like flipping your protein until it's cooked, I mean, that works too. All right. As we know, shrimp does not require a lot of time to cook, and I mean, there's other things that need to go in this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that off. Move this over here. And then, so now we are going to add in our hot sauce. Nothing goes to waste here. And we'll add our teriyaki. Okay. We'll add our cornstarch. Okay. And I'm going to mix everything through until the cornstarch dissolves in. So, you can see that it's thickening and the cornstarch is melting right in. Then add in your shrimp. This smells so good, Jesus. Maybe it's my hunger too, but this smells incredible. All right. So now, let's get a plate. I'm gonna turn you guys around. Okay. We'll plate out the rice. Just grab it from the microwave. So what I do these days with rice or any carb is like I'll have a rather smaller amount with the carbs and then add more volume with vegetables, which and essentially the vegetables that are also like fibrous, like broccoli, keep you full longer. All right. Then I'm gonna add in the where's my spoon? Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get a spoon. No, it's fine. Let's just use this. Okay. And then, where is my, okay. Just use the green onion as a garnish. It's also additional vegetable too to the dish. All right, let me take you guys off of the tripod so you can really see what's going on here. So this is the dish. So just shrimp stir fry, teriyaki shrimp stir fry with white rice and green onions as a garnish. And this is 2 servings. So I have extra rice here that I'm gonna end up packing as lunch for tomorrow, so that I don't need to think about making lunch. But yeah, that's the dish, guys. It's very quick. This live is 26 minutes. Very quick dish. And like I said, I'll make sure to include all in the ingredients and everything in the comments once this live goes live. I may or may not come on live tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in the community tab. That's where I try to post when I'm coming on live in case those of you that want to join. But that's it. And I'm going to shovel this down my throat and enjoy. So I hope you guys took something from this and try making this yourself. It's a quick and easy meal. And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next live. Take care, guys. Have a great evening if you're Eastern time. Bye, guys.